Again, a couple of years ago, Sandy and I were on a vacation celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary in Virginia. And while we were there, we went to a little church in Petersburg. Church that was used as a hospital during the Civil War. We went there to see the cemetery because there were a lot of national leaders from that era buried there, but also because of the beautiful stained glass windows, Tiffany windows. Each of the states in the South purchased one of those windows that Tiffany designed and built and made, and even Tiffany himself donated the ones that the states couldn't afford to buy. The entrance to the sanctuary faced the side of the pulpit. There were a number of pews there on the side. But then there was a balcony just over those pews as well. However, if you looked out from the pulpit, there were nicer pews. There were more roomy spaces to sit. And so what we found out was that those spaces were for the important and wealthy people of the 18th century there. And while the section off to the side was for the poor folks in the community. The balcony, well, that was for the slaves. What I found so profound about this setup and this building was that it wasn't originally constructed that way. But now that it had been designed to seat several classes, if you will, of individuals, it was set up so that the folks sitting out front could not even see people who were seated on the side or in the balcony. They didn't have to think about them. Wealthy, important families, when they realized that people who were different from them would be coming to their church, they changed the way it was designed so they wouldn't have to even look at them. And as much as that makes us cringe, aren't we just like that? At least somewhat like that. Go to church, do our religious duty, then go out into the world and live as though we're better than other people. There are people who are different. That's just a fact. But we can't act like they don't exist. Like we're better than them. If we want to reach the world for Christ, as we claim we do, we're going to have to stop separating ourselves from those who are different. Sunday morning, still the most segregated time in America. Look around. You see a lot of people who are very different from you. Why do we choose to reach out only to those who are just like us? Did Jesus not die for the world? Are we not called to go into all the world? It's time for God's people to come together and work together and stop magnifying our differences. And instead, look at what we have in common.